Nobody else wanted to yell super dope with me today?
I don't ever expect.
I didn't know we were all supposed to do it together.
Do it.
Let's try it again.
That's definitely the line of super dope. Remember, super dope. It's dope, dope, dope. It's dope. Dope.
That's the dopiest of the dope.
Dragon Ball Super. Listen to Dragon Ball Super Dope. We do this shit once a week. We watch Dragon Ball. We drink a bunch of beers. We talk about it. We yell at each other. I yell a lot.
Yeah.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Stop playing this fucking episode. Jesus H. Christ. Satisfaction. Welcome into Dragon Ball Super Dope episode 126. My name is Kyle, and thank you for checking this out. In the room today, we're kind of doing a thing. Super Bowl is tomorrow. So we're going to do a Super Bowl. Well, let me try again. We're going to do a super dope Super Bowl show. Super dope Super Bowl show!
Dragon Ball Super Bowl.
Yo, all right. At least Mike has the right fucking attitude about this whole thing. Fuck the rest of you guys. God damn it. I hate every single person in this room. Maybe Mike Norman's back on the program.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
Woo! Mike's been off. He had some illness.
Yeah.
Were you sick?
I think I had the flu.
Yo, the flu is some serious shit right now.
I think so.
That vaccine's garbage. You're going to get it and you're going to die, but you didn't die. So,
Yeah, I'm alive.
At least
Good.
you didn't turn into a pig.
okay, with that being said, Carlton's on the show. I got it. Swine flu joke. Way to go, Carlton. Carlton is drinking some pink fruity drink out of a mason jar with like 95 ice cubes. Yeah, that's a lot of ice in that motherfucker. I feel like I'm going to have to edit around the cling-a-clang along of the fucking...
It's vodka and cranberry. 75% vodka and a touch of cranberry for color.
It's fucking 100%
Just the color.
ice.
Just the color. Mike Martinelli, what up, son?
What's good?
What up, home?
How you doing, man?
Oh, man.
Hey, buddy.
Yo, super dope. Super Bowl, super dope.
I feel like you just hear me laugh.
That's all we hear. Miss Alicia Marie, she's back on the show this week. Yo, what's going on? This girl came in throwing bows, making demands, just throwing her weight around right out the gate. Holy
I am.
balls. It's, you know what? I kind of appreciate it. At the same time, though,
You hate me for it. I mean,
A little.
you did blame me for being late too.
you're right.
Like,
You're right. But you know what? Even though you guys were a little late, I don't care, because I'd rather have had 5 people in the room to discuss this super fucking dope episode as opposed to like just me and Carlton. Carlton, what the fuck do you do all day, right?
Furry shit.
I really, for shit, yeah. That's pretty much exactly it.
Furry shit indeed, son. Carlton,
I'm going to a convention in 2 weeks. I'll be in Texas.
where is the convention? You're going to Texas?
Texas, Dallas.
Why do you go to Texas so fucking frequently?
Well, Texas is a lot of fun.
Okay.
And conventions, and then there's the Kamehameha Con, which
It's
I might actually go
Kamehameha.
to.
Learn how to say it. The audience fucking
Kamehameha
ridicules you every time you don't.
Kamehameha Con.
Yo, you dry clean your suit yet?
I wonder if I can wear that at Kamehameha Con and see how well it'll go.
Yeah.
Probably would be
Not well.
weird.
I'll just put a blonde wig with pointy hair on it. It'll be
No.
good.
No.
Wait,
no.
it's blue. It'll
Nope.
be gone.
It's
Oh,
trap.
God. Carlton, God damn it.
It's trap.
Can we go like one fucking episode of this show without you talking about getting banged in the ass by some dude in a fox suit? Please, just one fucking time. Just
Not
once.
in the fox suit, outside of it.
Whatever. The fucking petting and shit that leads up to everything happens
Heavy
in a fox
petting.
suit. Yeah. Whatever. Episode 126. I can't talk about your weird fucking escapades anymore. Tons of fun. Episode 126, Surpass Even a God, Vegeta's Desperate Blow. So, last week on the episode that we did, Alicia talked about potentially Vegeta dying and how basically I had to capitalize on her little girl tears if that was going to be the case. So, Alicia's back this week, but Vegeta does go and do a desperate blow. That's a rhyme, and I didn't mean for that to happen. So,
Vegeta's at like 1 HP right now. Like
Yeah,
if you were
he's-
if
yeah.
he was in the world, the Zelda world,
if somebody breathed on him,
blinking
he's
and-
done,
yeah,
though.
Yeah.
No
That's
doubt
pretty
about
much
that.
it.
No doubt. But the episode opens up. You got a little bit of the 17 versus Topo fight, and 17 does a great job. Yo, you got the burp smart.
Sorry,
Ooh,
man.
Yeah, it's all good in the hood. Baby. So he opens up with the 17 versus Topo piece of things. And 17 seemingly kind of holding his own against the God of Destruction, which in and of itself is impressive. Far fucking cry from last week's episode where 17 was running around like a fucking chicken with his head chopped off, unsure of how he's going to try to compete with Topo. So to see 17 step up this week and kind of, be able to handle himself a little bit more until, of course, there was a little bit of a struggle. And that's when, fucking Frieza. Frieza's back in the mix. Frieza's still there. He could have been dead last week. He wasn't dead last week, but he could have been.
He should be.
No, he shouldn't be. You didn't even watch last week, you piece of shit.
His power level in comparison is like...
You're not going to be invited to next year's super dope Super Bowl party, Carlton. Not with that shitty attitude. No way,
I'm kind
Jose.
of surprised about 17, dude.
Right? MVP of this tournament without a god.
He's had so much time to fucking train.
He could have been out weeks and weeks ago and still be in consideration for like MVP. But he's still hanging around.
For real.
And obviously at the conclusion of this episode, we know it's going to be the 4v1, and we'll get more to that in a minute. But what the fuck, dude? This dude should have been out a very long time ago, but the whole, strategery piece of his thinking and his fighting is fucking
He's always
humongous.
been that way.
I mean...
Even in Cell Games.
He has, but
has he though? I mean, have you ever had a real maybe he was, but like, have we ever had a real opportunity to like see it?
Train. To
and
just
protect.
sit there and protect and fucking fight.
Yeah, but
and do
they're
that
androids,
day
they're
in and day
robots.
out.
They have a limit in comparison to when you come to the
don't.
same.
They
have no
don't
limit.
have a limit.
They have no limit. They have infinite energy.
Yeah.
Infinite.
Yeah, when they
They've been
absorb the
harping
shit
on
out of each other.
Nah, dude, like literally, this has been a huge part of the tournament of power. Is 18 and 17 have infinite energy? You ignorant piece of shit!
Everyone has
You have
infinite
someone out
energy.
here that doesn't
Nobody
know.
has run out.
Listen,
Where is the
Alicia,
sense of
you
equal
question my
point?
fucking guest choices one more time, I'm gonna tell you to stop questioning my guest choices.
I watch like 8 animes.
You do
I'm
have-
sorry.
Carlton
kinda
watches
have a point,
animes
though.
about like fucking frying zucchinis or some shit. What's the
you
one that you
watch
watch?
the
That's
Food
Food
Wars,
Wars.
don't you?
Food Wars is
course
awesome.
you
I'm
do.
sorry. That's
Because he's
just
a fat
total
dude,
wet
right?
dream.
Yeah.
I love food too. No, I love
No,
food
it's
too.
so good.
But they make it very sexual and weird.
Oh, it's all
So-
fan service.
Is it like
It's
titty
totally-
weird
no,
or
they,
dicks
like,
weird?
yeah.
come
No.
From like eating food.
Cum?
everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally all over the place.
And yeah.
What?
Spiking the viewers.
What? They come in the ramen?
So what's the show called?
So yeah, as you could tell, things got a little buck wild there. A lot of us in the room last night, so we got a little off track pretty much right off the bat. Eventually, I kind of steered them back toward talking about Dragon Ball instead of semen. There was a lot of semen jokes last night. Carlton and Alicia on the same podcast. What the hell was I thinking? I know better for next time. But I did have a quick call with two of my buddies from Kami's Lookout. Make sure you go peep the group on Facebook, join. We're a pretty informed community of non-asshole Dragon Ball fans. So check that out. This is my buddy Joey Bauer and my buddy Nick Turs, calling in, talking about last night's episode in a much more collected fashion than the super dope Super Bowl party. We got Joey Bauer and Turs on the line. What's going on, fellas?
What's going on?
Yo. So last night, this morning, you guys watched it last night, and I got to apologize again. We just got so fucking off track with what was happening last night that it was like midnight, and I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, we're now finishing recording. Like, it was ugly, but we got through it. So I got to apologize again for that. But you guys watched it last night, and I mean, this episode came out of nowhere for me, man. Like, I was legitimately surprised by this episode. For the first time, a Dragon Ball episode has really surprised me since, like, going back to the Master Roshi, survives and during the Mafuba attempts. Like, those were some pieces where I was, like, very surprised by the outcome, and it got me really souped. And last night's episode was definitely that for me, too. Did you guys see this coming? Did you think he was going to do this self-destruct thing on Toppo?
Not really. I didn't think he was going to go that far with it. The beginning of that episode kind of like threw me off, so I wasn't expecting too much from this episode. But at the end, man, that was just like, I don't know, we got almost like the chills last night watching the episode. It was dope.
Yo,
Yeah,
the coolest part
Vegeta
about it.
finally got his moment to shine.
So
Jeez.
it was such a cool moment because like they bring back that flashback of him doing it during the Majin Buu fight, and I'm like, oh, like you just see that flashback for like you see Piccolo say something about it first, and then it goes to the flashback, and automatically I just jumped up out of my chair. I was like, oh, I know where this is going. This is gonna be fucking crazy. But I mean, the one thing that I didn't anticipate was him actually surviving. So
Yeah, that's what we were thinking too. That he was actually like gonna kill himself to take Topo out.
yeah, I
But
think maybe he
since
meant
his
to.
training so intense, shit survived. It was good.
I'm glad he survived. But
Damn
kind
right.
of say it afterwards when he, you know, it's weird that his shirt's all ripped off now and shit, and he looks like he might get Ultra Instinct, you know, based on people's fan art or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
True.
I kind of hope it happens now. I don't know.
that'd be awesome.
I don't like the fact that we still don't have a name for his new form.
Me either, dude. I mean, Piccolo said something like, "Oh, he survives because he's so much stronger now than he was back then." You know, now that he's Super Saiyan Blue and beyond. Like, I just watched the episode before I called you guys. That's like the only reference to like what his new form kind of is. It's beyond Super Saiyan Blue, you know, God, whatever the fuck that's called. SSG, SSSG, SSSSG, whatever the fuck.
Tons
it
of
is.
S's.
For
Tons
sure.
of, too many. But yeah, he's still in it, and he seems like, judging by the preview, Vegeta's gonna be involved in next week's fight. He's not gonna be sitting this one out. End of the episode rounded out today with this cool shot of Jiren at the top of the screen, and then the bottom three guys, 17 Vegeta, Goku, like, you know, because Jiren
Yeah, like,
talks
where the fuck is
mad
Frieza?
shit. Yeah, where's Frieza exactly?
I think he's gonna hide the whole beginning of the fight. He's not trying to get his ass kicked again.
He might not even come up in that episode next week.
I don't think he will. I didn't see a shot of him. I don't think. Is he like knocked out somewhere right now? Is that what we're led to believe?
I think when he got hit with that Jiren blast, he's just like still under all the rubble. Like 17 came out, but I think Frieza's just hidden somewhere. He's not going to come out yet.
Yeah, because he didn't show up on the bench, so we know that he's not out. But how fucked
Yeah,
up
because
is
he got fucked up at the beginning of the episode. He's trying to get fucked up 2-3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
The dude has been taking his fair share of ass whoopings for sure, dude.
I really didn't expect him to come back too early in this episode either.
Well, I didn't expect him to come back at all this week. And all of a sudden he shows up and he's like, "What's up, Topo? Good play, you fucking big mustache bitch. I'm back."
Yeah.
And then, and I kind of missed part of it when we watched it last night because, you know, fucking 8 billion people in this room were all, you know, taking beers and, you know, taking bathroom breaks. We had so many fucking people in the room. I got distracted. And I take notes like while we watch it so I can kind of fucking remember what the hell happened. But
Yeah.
what the fuck was I just talking about?
Shit, I don't even know.
Oh, I remember now. What I'd missed last night was the switch in the fight. It's like 17 and 17 and Frieza versus Topo. And then they get caught in the side, like this huge blast that Jiren shoots at Goku and Vegeta. It fucks up 17. It fucks up Frieza. You see 17 come out at the end of the episode. Like we just said, we don't know what happened with Frieza. But like Jiren and Topo like have this weird ass moment where they kind of just look at each other and they're like, "Yep," and they fucking switch, and then the Topo Vegeta shit kicks off. And
Yeah.
I gotta be honest, man, I haven't been this surprised by a Dragon Ball episode in so long. Like this got my fucking heart going, man. This is what Super is. This is one of the higher points of Super. Super has been very good to Vegeta as a character for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
It's about time he had that moment last night, too, though, because we were getting sick of everybody else.
Well, the thing is, you think that's it? You think that's Vegeta's like last shining moment?
I really hope not. I think he'll have a little bit more left. I mean, I'm surprised that where he got to the point where it's actually 4-on-1.
Me too.
I really didn't see that coming at all.
Who the hell thought 17 was going to be still kicking around at this point in the tournament?
For real.
Yeah.
I thought 17 was going to get... Well, we knew, like, 17 was still going to be in next week's episode at least, but I thought he would get knocked out before Topo, for sure.
Yeah.
I definitely thought that 17 was going to like go out taking Topo out, but it wasn't the case. And now we've got a 4 versus 1. So what the hell does that look like now? So I don't think I definitely didn't see a 4 versus 1 coming. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a 3 versus 1 at least next week. Who knows what's going to be up with Frieza? Frieza could very well be knocked out for the next 4 fucking minutes and emerge in the last part of the tournament and be like, hey, what's up? I'm still here and I'm not dead. And I win by default. Which
He just comes out of the rubble with that laugh, and that's it.
Yo, how dope would it be if that's how they ended Dragon Ball Super?
Oh man.
With the,
Oh, that shit would be classic.
Super as a series at that point would be known as the series that made Vegeta and Frieza, oh no, I'm gonna say it, great again.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I did it.
You had to go there.
I know. Super's gonna be real cool in retrospect to Vegeta and Frieza. So now we
My
got this
biggest
4
thing-
versus 1.
My biggest thing was at the end of the credits when we see like next week's thing. At the end of the episode, Vegeta's all fucked up. So I don't even think that he was going to go back to blue or anything like that. But you see him go blue.
Yeah, you
in the
do see
next
him go
week's
blue in the
preview.
previews. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
right back up.
I think he's gonna have another moment, and then maybe he'll get taken out. I think it's gonna be Goku and Frieza at the end.
Yeah, I think I've been calling that for a while, but like, I said it
bad.
at a certain point during the conversation last night. I'm like, while I do think that's going to be the eventual outcome, Jiren versus Goku and Frieza, I'm hard pressed to imagine a scenario where Goku and Frieza are attacking Jiren the way Vegeta and Goku have been to this point. I just can't fucking envision it, I guess. I think it would be, technically that outcome, but Jiren Goku double eliminate, or Goku dies or something. And, and that was something that was rumored. And they only really kind of leaked it out one time. And I want to say it was maybe 4 or 5 months ago. They referenced like this tournament and how it was going to round out as a whole. And one of the things that they leaked was that something horrible happens to Goku. Now, some people have chalked that up to it was just a bad translation. And by horrible, what they really should have said, and they should have chosen a different word, what it said was something unexpected was going to happen to Goku. And eventually what that something unexpected people think was the Limit Breaker, up to that point. And then, Ultra Instinct was the official name on it. So some people think that was that, and that kind of explains that something horrible is going to happen to Goku thing. But I could definitely see Goku dying. I don't think his body can handle all this Kaioken, all this Ultra Instinct heat when that comes back. I mean, that heat part of it has been harped on so many goddamn motherfucking times. I just feel like there's no way it's not going to factor in at the end. Goku's going to die.
I mean, we're seeing a new point on Jiren too. I mean, after Topo gets knocked out, you kind of see a change in him.
Yeah.
He's kind of getting a little bit more cocky. He's showing a smile. He's like, all right.
He basically told Topo to fuck off after he got knocked out last night.
He really did. Like, he even looks at Dispo. Like, Dispo's like helping Topo up off the fucking ground, and he's like, yo, that's all you guys could do? You straight fucked up. Don't worry, though. I got this, you little bitches. And he starts talking smack right out the gate, although he does give Vegeta some props. Like, hey, you beat Topo, and you didn't give up what you were about in order to do it like that weak bitch did. You have your pride, and that's what drives you. I have my justice, and that's what I'm about. Real recognize real. And now Jiren's just going to fuck everything up to ensure survival.
100%. Like, at this point, he's powering up even more. We see some stuff for the preview next week. I mean, it's like, what are they going to do against this guy?
I don't think
at this point.
He's got that huge like fire aura around him. Like, you don't know what the fuck's gonna go on.
He's gonna kill somebody. He has to kill somebody. What do you guys think? I mean, you guys think that that's gonna be a similar kind of? I mean, am I the only one envisioning Jiren killing somebody? Am I crazy?
I don't think you're crazy for that. I think if he unlocks into more power and he doesn't know how to control it or take care of it, he might end up killing somebody on accident.
Yeah, I'm not saying he would intentionally do it either, but yeah, something like that. His power is too much. Like, Vegeta would be a prime target for that right now because, he's all banged up from having just self-destructed himself. Apparently, he's going to fucking bounce back. Oh, my God. Sometimes the Tournament of Power arc has really driven me nuts in that respect. Like, we've seen so much cool shit, but like, oh, the stamina's down. Oh, he caught his breath, and now he's super fucking powerful again, even though he just got the shit kicked out of him a minute and a half ago. Some of the writing in the Tournament of Power has driven me absolutely fucking crazy. So to see that Vegeta's going to be right back in the thick of the fucking fight next week, and to know that, you know, hopefully he's going to be around for a few more episodes. I think he will anyway. But he just literally...
Yeah, I don't see him getting knocked out in the next episode or two.
I don't know. We saw a little bit in the preview. He's back to being blue. He's fighting again. Part of the preview line is Goku saying, you know, me and Vegeta's all-out attacks are doing nothing against Jiren, and then 17 steps up and does his thing. And it looks like he's going to do a barrier thing. That being said, who do you guys call out next? It's got to be either Vegeta or 17, right?
I think it's going to be 17 because if you see in the preview at the end, you see like Goku and Vegeta like fucked up in the background, and Terse was alluding to that last night. Like you just see him fucked up. 17 comes in and he steps up. So I think he's going to basically save Goku and Vegeta. He's going to get knocked out this episode.
Yeah, I really think that's kind of what they're going towards. You know, it's the last barrier, the final barrier. You know, at a split second at the end, you see Jiren's like big energy wave coming towards them, and you know, 17's really the only thing stopping him, holding him back. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see what happens. But Goku and Vegeta definitely look like they're in trouble.
17's barrier was starting to break against Topo last week. You got to think Jiren busts right through that bitch, no?
I mean, who knows? Maybe 17 can sacrifice himself. You just don't know. He can put all his energy into one final barrier.
I didn't envision Vegeta sacrificing himself. I did imagine Android 17 potentially blowing himself up somehow. I feel like 17 could do something like that. But the bomb was removed from 17 and 18, so I guess maybe they couldn't do that. Whatever. Who knows? They could come up with some fucking plot hole in there where 17 is all of a sudden able to self-destruct, I'm sure.
The other thing that, you know, I found interesting is, you know, Vegeta is now getting his power from, you know, his family, Promise Akaba, and like everything that he was always so, you know, against.
Yeah.
And, you know, now his relationships and his family and his friends was really setting him apart and giving him this power that he needed to get the job done.
Dude, I really hope that that's like foreshadowing of them letting Vegeta win this fucking thing. Like, I realize it's not likely, but god damn it, I would love if Vegeta won this. Because he finally has that Goku kind of like viewpoint, you know, like I'm doing this to save the Earth. I'm doing this to save my friends. I'm doing this to save my family. Finally, Vegeta's doing it for somebody who's not him, you know? And it would be perfect if he ended up winning this whole tournament. I don't think it'll be it, though. So we talked a little bit about a theory at the end of the episode. How do you guys think basically there's 5 episodes left. There's 4 minutes left in the tournament. So that boils down to 1 minute per episode until 131, and that'll be just after the tournament wraps, and that'll be how Super ends. How do you guys see 131 playing out?
That's tough, man. I'm not really sure. I mean, I would like Vegeta and get that one big wish. We don't know what it's going to be. I have no clue. I don't want to throw anything out there. But I'm really not sure, dude. I mean, it's tough because, like I said last night, that episode threw us off. We weren't thinking that was going to happen. But I think ultimately it's just going to come down to it. I think Universe 7 is just going to have that one extra person. And I think Jiren's still going to be in it at the very end.
I have this whole fucking theory that I read out, and I retweeted it on Twitter. Pure Rage.
I seen that. That shit was dope.
Yeah.
So it goes like really in depth, that whole thing, and I'm not going to talk too much about it only because we wrap up the episode, you know, later on with it. But ultimately, it seems like they're kind of going to undo this whole tournament and put themselves in a position to basically be able to fool Xeno into thinking, all right, yeah, you're right, I don't need to have this tournament. And like, they still have the memories, they still have the experiences, they still have the power-ups of this whole tournament. Everybody remembers it except Xeno. I could see that happening. I that would be a great way to end it.
And if Super actually comes to that end right there, I think that would be like the perfect way to end Super.
And then he goes on a little bit further to have this whole thing about, you know, Goku and Beerus having a rematch, basically, now that Goku has Ultra Instinct. And then that's how it wraps. Like, you don't even see the fucking fight. Like, you see them square up to go fight each other. And, yeah, that's the end. The end. Roll credits. The Beerus thing at the end, I mean, I realized wanting to make it full circle and have the series, you know, start and end the same. That's cool, but in terms of how the tournament will end and how 131 will play out, whether it be Goku who makes that wish, whether it be Jiren who makes that wish. Probably it's going to be Jiren, I have to imagine. Or Frieza. I don't fucking know, dude. And it's good that I don't know.
Yeah,
Because
there's
if we
too many
knew, it wouldn't be
possibilities,
fun,
bro.
right?
Too many possibilities right there.
Yeah. Too many realistic possibilities. But we'll see
Exactly.
what happens. I really appreciate you guys making the time to come on today, mainly because I can throw this in the middle of this this shit show, super dope. What do we call it? This super dope Super Bowl episode, and have some actual continuity to the conversation and get some outside perspectives. I appreciate you guys listening to the show, and
Appreciate you letting us on, man. It's always been a pleasure talking to you, bro.
Yes,
Hell
sir.
yeah.
Always
Hell
enjoy the
yeah.
show. Looking forward to the next episode.
Yeah, I gotta listen to something on my bullshit way to work. Yeah, man, I gotta listen to something dope.
all right, I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good rest of your day.
You too, bro. Go Eagles.
What the fuck did you just say? You did not. No. Hey, you guys ever heard about Tom Brady? He's the GOAT, the greatest of all time, in case you weren't familiar with that acronym. What the fuck? So, yeah, that was the call with Joey and Turs. Thanks again, guys, for coming on. I appreciate it. In the meantime, though, there still was, we still did the rest of the show last night, so let's get back to that now. I don't know where the fuck we're really picking up. I think we're talking about the desperate blow. Weird use of words. Here it is. And then it's going. The desperate blow happens pretty soon thereafter. You see Vegeta, and Toppo go at it, they scrap it up a little bit. Vegeta gets in some lucky punches. Were they lucky? I don't fucking know. They were dope, though. Super dope. What the fuck happened after that?
I didn't realize it at first until you said it, because I compared Toppo to a walrus, but when you said the Lorax,
I didn't say Lorax. You said Lorax.
you
I said,
said
Dr.
Lorax.
I said
I
Dr.
lost
Robotnik.
it. I was like, he is the Lorax, a big buff
I said
Lorax.
Lorax.
Mike Norton said Lorax.
And I was like, holy shit.
I always equated him to Dr.
Holy
Robotnik.
crap, it's
He's a Sonic
Lorax.
character.
Somebody got raped by the Lorax. And...
He looks just like him. I was like, when did he lose weight and get really buff? Like, what happened?
He is Pink Diamond.
They
Simon, is
scrap
this
it up.
your card?
Oh, God. Did you just respond to his Steven Universe joke with a fucking card joke?
I have Gundam in my head, the Jack of Hearts and things like that. So
I guess that's what happens when you have real anime nerds on your show. We bring Carlton and Alicia on to bring us some street cred, because the three of us just fucking watch Dragon Ball, and that's pretty much it.
Yo, I had a subscription to Crunchyroll
I still
since
do.
Crunchyroll came out. So
So you still have one.
yeah,
And you've never...
never paid for it.
What?
Go for a temporal
Someone
roll.
else has been paying.
Dude, this is 2 episodes in a row where we've talked about skirting the systems, like Hulu, Crunchyroll, be damned. We're sharing account information, splitting bills. We don't give a
Didn't
shit.
even give
Good
me.
to know people.
What?
You haven't given me your Hulu.
Yo, maybe you need to fucking work your way toward that.
Crunchyroll's better. Don't watch the drama.
Now that I know I got a Crunchyroll in the next room, I don't know, man. Maybe I'll just stay
Fine,
with this dude.
fine, honey. You can go suck him off and have come
I don't-
everywhere.
Oh, why do we keep coming back to Rocket?
Japanese anime is so weird.
So we come back with Toppo and Vegeta scrapping it up. And eventually Toppo decides, all right, I'm going to destroy. He gets some interference, Belmont dealing out on the stage, just destroy the stage, get rid of these guys, don't kill them, but basically knock them off by destroying the stage. And it seems like Toppo's about to do just fucking that. And that's when we get a real inspirational moment from Vegeta-sama!
My Bulma.
So he became Voltorb.
We basically had a My Bulma moment.
Kaiba, my favorite
I
son.
love it when he does that. He's always like, my Bulma.
my baby.
We basically had a My Bulma moment.
Oh my baby.
Bulma, Trunks, Bola, Kaba. I made this fucking promise to you. I'm gonna resurrect you. I'm gonna bring back those. I want to see a race of Saiyans once more. We have all of that flash through his mind, and he's like, "Yo, Toppo, you fucking threw all your shit away. You're a bitch ass loser, motherfucker. I don't throw shit away. I hang on to that shit. I fight for those things."
I'm the prince of all Saiyans.
Before I don't.
In every universe.
And that's what you forgot to talk about the flashback with Majin.
Oh,
Vegeta.
so that's the next part.
That
Is you see Piccolo up on the bench being like, yo, Vegeta's powering up Buckwild right now. What's about to happen? Oh no, is that about to happen?
Yes.
And then we get the Majin Vegeta versus Majin Buu fight flashback. And that's when I was like, yo, no. I stood up. I threw my headphones down. I screamed a bunch. If
You did, and I was like, "There's two people about to show up on the bench. Watch."
But
Gasp.
explosion happens. Vegeta blows himself up, much like he did in that Majin Buu fucking fight.
Fucking Voltorb.
And then Toppo face down on the ground on the bench. Look out, bitch!
Woo.
And you're looking at the bench to see if Vegeta pops up. Not the case. Homie's laying face down in a crater with his shirt ripped off.
Fucking
Daddy.
ripped like
You
Jesus.
know he's serious
Ripped
when the
like
shirt gets ripped off.
Black Jesus.
Black Jesus.
Black
I wanna
Jesus.
see that.
So
But he's white.
what's cool about that shot and what kind of crossed my mind when Vegeta pops up out of that crater, it's very similar to the art where Goku is going to have his limit breaker form. So like we've seen him hit Ultra Instinct obviously, but leading up to this tournament there was a lot of promotional images that implied his final form is finally going to look like this Ultra Instinct that we've seen to this point, but he's going to, all of the promo shots have been with the camera to him on his back. So he doesn't have a shirt on, basically, is my point. Now all of a sudden we see Vegeta without a shirt on, just, with, like you said, 1 HP, sitting at the bottom of this fucking crater. Like, I'm still in, but I'm basically useless. If you breathe on me, I'm going to die. And then we kind of have the last couple minutes of the episode. So Toppo's out. It's very clearly a 4 versus 1. And then Jiren just starts talking mad shit. Yo, what's up, Toppo? You weak as fuck. You got knocked out by that piece of shit? Wow. Yo, Vegeta, great job. I'm about to fuck you up now. That's basically how the episode ends.
For
Jiren
real.
kind of did him dirty there.
Dude, for real,
Yeah.
Toppo.
He's like, I'm fucking.
You's a bitch,
disappointed
is
in
basically
you.
what Jiren said.
Yeah.
Right off the bat. You didn't even waste a... Wow. That's all it was, huh, Toppo? You suck.
Damn.
All right. I'm about to take care of this now.
Cold blood.
Use the bitch.
Cold-blooded.
I know, and he had the
Toppo.
title of fucking God of Destruction.
Slap. Charlie baby. So Vegeta takes out the God of Destruction with this implosion deal. Now, it's kind of a weird subject and sort of out of the blue, right? But I'm going to bring it to you guys because, different amount. What do you want me to do with that fucking empty beer? Do you want me to put it somewhere over here?
It's not empty.
You have to
Let's-
drink the last
I
sip.
know.
It's the poop beer.
How old are you?
26. And I'm sorry, I don't like the last sip.
The last sip is the poop beer. Don't you remember?
No. Drink the poop.
You have to drink the poop.
Give me that other one. I'll pop it open.
Do you know the way?
No, stop. No.
Ow.
Of
Who else
the
needs
poop beer.
beers?
I'm good.
It's the way of the poop beer.
Now I almost said shove me your poop.
Oh boy.
But I'm talking
Next time,
about.
Dragon
We got
Ball
one
Super
who's into
Dope.
pink,
Alaskan
one who's into
Pipeline.
Golden shower sketch.
2 girls, 1
The Alaskan Pipeline.
Alaskan pipeline gross. Oh my god.
What happened?
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, so obviously, again, we got a little off the rails here. So here I am to kind of give some structure to the episode and just kind of work to the next piece of it. So I'll take this time to tell you, hey, we appreciate you listening. Please subscribe, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify. Go follow us on Twitter, DB Superdope1. Follow us on Facebook, like our page on Facebook, Dragon Ball Super Dope. I think I'm going to cut a lot of the weird shit that was said last night and throw it into a couple of extra segments at the end of the show. So make sure you stick around for that. After we wrap the episode, there's going to be some weird additional shit back there. So check it. Here's the rest of the show. Toppo's out. Toppo's out of the tournament of power. Okay. We gotta bring it back, guys. We got to. Toppo's out of the tournament of power. And, Vegeta is not, although it looks like dude could die at any minute. A couple of weeks ago, I got into a little bit of a fucking friendly debate. And by friendly debate, I mean I took pity on the kid because he was very obviously mentally lacking and didn't have much of a frame of reference on what a fucking Zenkai boost is. So with that being said, could anyone in this room explain to me what a Zenkai boost is? Fuck you, Carlton. What the fuck you chuckling about? So what a Zenkai boost is for a Saiyan, when they are beaten to within 1 inch of their life and then are healed, they get a tremendous power boost.
Yeah, but he's not healed.
Exactly. So now the whole question is, and this has been something that's bothered me throughout the Tournament of Power.
It's like what doesn't kill them literally makes them stronger.
Exactly. That same
Or
kind
it
of
leaves
idea.
you crippled for life.
So throughout the Tournament of Power, they've treated Zenkai boost, and they haven't referred to them directly as Zenkai boosts, which is good because they're not. But because it's in a short amount of time, basically they lose their breath, lose their stamina, and they're useless for an episode or two, and they regain their stamina, and they're super fucking powerful again.
There's a Visine for that.
I don't know what you're talking about. Cut it out, you fucking asshole. So my point is, now that Vegeta is within 1 HP, say, and he could literally just be, sneezed on and he's dead. Does he, or does he regain stamina? Does he regain health some way? And then is he powerful? Because if it is, I'm kind of calling horse shit. Like, we haven't had any legitimate healing techniques. You don't catch your fucking breath and then all of a sudden you power up and ascend to another fucking level, or, whether it be another transformation, which I don't think it'll be, but like just an overall higher power level. You don't catch your fucking breath and have that happen. That's not how it fucking works.
Well, we saw it happen in the beginning.
If that's how they fucking do it,
Thank you.
it's gonna be a real fucking horseshit issue for me. Do you think now that Vegeta's in that position where he's got, literally 1 hit before he's dead, you think he's gonna get some kind of miraculous power up now?
Well, right now, it seemed like the preview was focusing on Andrew 17 a lot.
We did see Vegeta in that preview, though.
We did.
Yeah, so
He's gonna
get-
act as a distraction as best as he can.
Yeah, but
and
he's
Goku's
able
gonna
to go
come out on top.
back to Super Saiyan Blue.
He's way out of power.
Right.
Like,
But
he
Frieza's still in it.
exhausted everything.
And Frieza healed someone.
Frieza's still in it, so
early in the
Frieza will do a
tournament.
death beam out of
Sick.
nowhere.
Frieza did give some energy to Goku earlier
I
on.
hope Frieza and it's Frieza and Goku. I really do. Like,
Imagine those two, Vegeta having to get energy from Frieza. You'd think the dude would rather, fucking slit his own wrists open and bleed into his wife's eyes. Seriously.
I just love every time he's just like my Bulma.
And that
I
my
love you,
Bulma,
but
my
you can't
Bulla,
keep
my
doing
Trunks
this.
moment, it was perfect to have today.
Yeah.
And I honestly, I did not expect Toppo to get knocked out the way he did.
Yeah.
And when it happened, it surprised me. It shocked me. As much as the spoiler bits that they release periodically, when they come out, they give you a little bit of each episode. As much as they give you sometimes, I didn't expect Toppo to be out. I did not expect a 4 fucking versus 1 on Jiren. So it looks like next week for 127, right? Yeah. For 127 next week, we're going to have a 17 related episode. Apparently 17 is now powerful enough to give Jiren a little bit of trouble. This dude is continually improving, just like fucking Saiyans, just like the Saiyans that we've all known and loved,
They should have brought Yamcha.
Why? So that way he could have died?
No, he's really good in the
Disqualified.
game.
Really,
So maybe
Yamcha
he would
is
be.
Jiren.
He'd be. He's really
I love
good
that
in the
meme. I
game.
fucking love that. When I said that to you guys, I was dying. Just
So,
saying.
so I've watched them play the game a lot, and Yamcha's
Yamcha's
really good
not a
in the
bad
game.
character in Fighters.
No, he's not.
He's really not.
Good job to. He's really good in Fighters. Why is he not in this?
Okay. So Yamcha's not in the tournament.
No, but still, I'm like Yamcha really holds his own in Fighters. Why is he not in this?
Yamcha is a fucking great character in Fighters, and we're gonna talk more about Fighters once we wrap this episode. But we're gonna play some Fighters once we actually are done recording too.
Yeah.
What? You don't want to fucking play?
I'm terrible.
So am I.
Me too.
I'm like, all right,
Yo,
I'm gonna hit
all right.
all
So
the
you guys want to hear
buttons,
some
see what
funny ass
happens.
shit? So I've been playing Fighters every day since we got it. Whatever. Not this past Thursday, the Thursday previous. I love playing ranked matches because those kids are the best in the world. I want to fucking play against some real people, not the computer, and get better and hone my skills a little bit, right? So in the lobby, when you're, running around this world, you can go to the store, you can go to arcade, you can go to training, you can go to play ranked matches. You're running around this lobby, right? So you got your fucking avatar name, and you've got a little color next to it.
It's so cute. They're
Most
like so chibi and fucking.
yeah,
I love
the
it.
characters are adorable, but you have your avatar name above the character, and then you have a little square next to it of whatever kind of color.
And you're Frieza. I didn't expect that.
Well, it's the best one I got.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, except I changed it over to Great Saiyaman. So
I'm Boo.
are you?
Really?
You got the game now?
No, I don't get the game, but when I had the beta, I'm gonna be getting the game.
I just returned
I
it the
made
other
it
day.
Boo.
For PS4 though.
Y'all
I'm
got
sure.
Piccolo in the
PS4.
driving episode.
Yo, I got that one too.
Yeah.
Piccolo casual clothes or whatever. So you have these little, boxes next to your name, different colors. You start off. I'm pretty sure everybody starts off at a green, right? So I look at my shit the other day, and don't fucking laugh, dude. I look at my shit the other day, and it's blue. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Maybe I'm like Super Saiyan Blue. Like I'm mad powerful or something. Yeah, I'm looking at Twitter this morning, and there's like a thread going on conversating about this exact thing. And some kid's like, yeah, man, I was talking to my buddy the other day, and he told me that he was blue, and he was all excited and super hyped about it because nobody wanted to fight him because he was just too good. And it's not the case. When you're a blue, that means you suck balls.
Oh my god. Wait, the
I got the
name or,
blue.
like, your
Yeah,
character?
downgrade.
Yeah, like my rank overall in terms of win-loss, I guess.
Like,
Is that
your
like
name,
a...
does it show?
Yeah, it's like a blue square next to it.
What do you get when you're good?
Wow.
I don't know. I guess it
Probably
goes
like
up. I guess like
orange or
I guess the highest according to I saw Ken Zaro tweeting about it this morning in my Twitter buddy. He fought somebody with a light pink box.
Ooh.
So I guess that one is super difficult to beat. So I know that
Everybody
blue is
likes
worse than green, and I know that I am blue because I suck. So
Well, people do
Rough.
like a pink box.
you always gotta do that. You always gotta make it perverse.
I followed you on Twitter.
How's it going? You check the Twitter feed? I ain't see no
did.
retweets.
No, because I don't use Twitter, honestly.
So why'd you follow us in the first
because
place?
I wanted
False
to
numbers?
check out if anyone was creeping on me.
Oh
I
no,
told you.
Alicia, nobody cares about you.
Good. I gotta double check. I mean, clearly you do. You keep inviting me back over here.
Yo, I'm pretty sure you invited yourself this week.
No,
But
no,
it was mainly
fuck you.
because
Fuck you.
it was
You told
mainly
me.
because
You told me.
we needed to capitalize on your little girl tears, which didn't happen. So maybe we have to have you back
was a close
again.
one.
Oh,
It was a close
And
one.
I was
No,
busy
you know
playing
what?
Monster Hunter World and
No
it
one
got
cares
dragged
about me,
into
so I don't
this.
have to be back next week.
the Super Bowl party needed you. We pulled Carlton out of bed because you wearing a fucking Hawaiian shirt, man.
I am.
Wish you weren't. So it's going to be 4 versus Jiren from here on out in the tournament. 17 very based episode next week. Final barrier of hope. Let's grab some goddamn predictions and try to fucking wrap this thing because this is too buck wild for me to handle. Mike Norm, what do you got? What do you think is going to happen next week?
Let's see. They can either go tag team style, 1-on-1, or you go gangbang style.
Go a little closer.
You thought
It's
I was
always
being
gangbangs
serious
with you.
it. And that's
Nothing wrong
It's
with that.
always, it's always
Talking my
gangbang.
language.
Oh, shit. No, I had to.
So
So
no
I think we're
gangbang?
gonna lose one Dragon Fighter per episode
Dragon Fighter!
for the next 4 episodes.
I mean, we got 127, 128, 129, 130. 131 is the final.
So we end up
We got 4 minutes
Goku
left to the
cheering.
tournament of power. It could really work out like that.
She just
1
sneezed in
minute
Japanese.
for the last. We got 1 minute for each of the last episodes, and then 131 to potentially wrap it all up. So yeah, it could really go like that. We're gonna lose a fighter a minute. Jiren coming out. Toppo's eliminated. He's like, all right, bitch, ready to see some shit? And it seems like he's gonna really power himself up.
He's gonna try to clear the stage. It's gonna take out
gonna have to.
17.
He's gonna have to clear the stage, or maybe he goes to clear the stage and accidentally kills somebody. Like that's really the only thing
And
that
then
we've
get
got
real
left to
quick,
have happen.
you
Like
know?
the 4 of these guys can't beat Jiren, right? I don't think we're gonna see a fusion, so nobody fucking say that stupid Vegito shit. I'm
Yo,
almost.
I
Vegeta, yo, Vegeta.
There's no earrings. Nobody brought that bling. Vegeta.
That kind of would be cool.
I meant
I would
Go-
be into that.
I
Though.
meant
I
Goza,
wouldn't.
but yeah,
Goza,
Vegeta
yo,
too.
do you have all of these fucking weird, like
pulling them out my
hypothetical
ass.
fusions?
Apparently so.
Vegeta and Frieza merging
Yes,
together?
Vegeta. Vegetas.
It sounds like somebody sneezed.
Carlton, what do you got for next week? What do you think's gonna happen?
I don't have any idea. All I know is my ice is constantly heard during the podcast, and
Keep drinking that vodka, boy. Keep going. Yep. What's your take?
I think Vegeta's gonna get knocked out real quick, and Frieza's gonna show up and be like, "Hey, I'm awesome," and then just shot down like nobody's business. Same thing with Android, and then it's just gonna wind up being Goku and Jiren. So
And then how does it play out from there?
I don't know. What my thought process behind it is that their universe is the universe of justice. So
What is it?
justice.
Justice. Why do you whisper
They're all
justice like
for
that? You fucking
justice.
weirdo.
Justice pose, justice this, justice the Happy Meal. I don't know.
There is no more justice.
There is no more justice.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's
No,
apples out.
they're gonna wind up losing, is what I see. They're gonna wind up losing, and then
Who?
the
Hot take, police. Universe 7. I've been
Universe-
saying that since the beginning.
Goku's gonna lose.
Yep.
He's gonna hold his own as much as he can. But he's gonna wind up losing. Everyone else is gonna die because they can't hold a fucking candle to Jiren, and they're gonna wish for them all back.
You think
Because
Jiren's
it's
gonna
wro-
wish for all the universes back?
Because it's wrong for them to be completely deleted.
You think it's cool for Jiren to just spit in the face of Zeno and the Grand Priest?
Pretty much, exactly what I think it is.
All right, hot take. I'm into it.
Well, not in Zeno's face, in the Grand Priest's face.
I mean, the Grand Priest isn't the one that's
Yeah,
No,
destroying the
he's evil.
universes. I
He's
mean,
evil.
He's just, you think
He's evil.
I kind of think there's
He's
some
up to
evil in
something.
there
He's
too,
evil.
but
There's-
unfortunately, we're obviously not going to get
Have
that
you
evil
seen the
angels
fa-
arc that we've all fucking theorized and thought was going to happen. You know, for the last 25 episodes or whatever, 35 episodes.
longer.
Look at their facial
Yeah.
expressions. Their expressions about
I
everything.
know.
It's just-
The angels smiling when universe gets erased. That's fucking strange as
Yeah.
hell. But
So
I don't think we're gonna see
they're
it.
gonna wind up coming back. I think they're all gonna wind up coming back because they have to because it still exists afterwards. But
I love he has all these theories.
I don't think they're gonna wind up winning in the long
Can
run.
you stop for 2 fucking minutes?
What? I'm just saying he has all
Carlton,
these theories.
Carlton, she's gonna fight you in the fucking driveway on the way out.
No,
That's it.
not at all.
Meet me in the
I'm just
parking lot
saying,
between
you know
one and
how
two.
you're not caught up, so it like kind of like just like
All right, well, let's go. Caught up, girl. What you got?
I already told you my theory 1,000 times.
Nope.
Yes.
Well, reiterate it for the sake of the
17
audience.
is gonna have these strategy shit. He's gonna be the next one to go.
Okay.
Like I said,
I'm
it's
with
gonna
you
be
there.
Frieza and Goku.
What do you think is gonna happen to Vegeta ultimately?
Fuck, do I know?
They don't
man.
have any
It's-
earrings they can wear.
It's got to be something intense, though. I mean,
Hope you're
there-
ready to cry.
I'm ready to cry no matter what.
You just seem like you like to cry.
No, I don't like to cry. No. Okay, so you don't understand. It's just with like
No, I do understand. I'm just kidding. What do I understand?
really don't understand. It's just this series makes me fucking cry. I get teary-eyed or like just really intense, and I'm just that's it. I'm probably not gonna cry because no one's gonna die unless like
Leave Vegeta alone.
Martinelli, what do you got, dude? How do you think this thing's gonna play out?
All
Bring
right.
bring this back with some sanity, please.
Okay, all right. I got 2 predictions. One's pragmatic. One's bold and stupid.
Pragmatic. Nice fucking word.
super.
Thanks, man.
That's
All
way above
so
our
my
audience's
practical one is that
vocabulary.
Goku's gonna win.
Yeah.
He's gonna do a limit breaker, beat Jiren after everybody else gets eliminated. Sweet, sick. Oh, we all saw that coming.
Swoop it up.
Bold and stupid prediction. Something I was thinking about when I saw the end of the episode when they just showed the 3 fighters and Jiren. Frieza knocked out somewhere, right?
He could be. Yeah, we didn't see what
but
happened
he's
to
not
him.
in the bench. They didn't make a big point of it. So 17 and Vegeta get knocked out.
Yep.
Then it's Goku Jiren. They fight each other. He gets his limit breaker that people have been advertising for a while. They knock each other out.
Yep.
Frieza wins.
Because
By
Frieza's been,
default, 'cause he's been knocked
chilling
out.
on a rock somewhere.
Right?
Yeah.
He has to
knocked
make
out.
a wish. He wishes the universe back, redeems himself. Now he's a character in the next one.
Nice.
So what do you think Frieza's wish is
Dragon
going to
Ball?
be?
Z.
to
You know,
revive
that's
himself.
a tough one. I feel like maybe the only reason I can see him bringing the universes back is because he doesn't have that protagonist to fight anymore. Maybe he's got that weird Joker Batman thing with that, like they can't kill each other with
Yeah.
Goku.
Needs Goku
Yeah,
in
he
order to
needs
thrive
that,
or
for
whatever.
sure.
I cannot foresee any other reason why he wouldn't bring the universes back or to fight Jiren. Because if they knock each other out and that universe gets eliminated, that's the strongest warrior, right?
You think
Except for
Frieza
the-
really gives a shit about having to fight the strongest warriors, though?
he
He's not
doesn't.
motivated by the
It's-
same things as
it's
Goku.
Goku and Vegeta that
Motivated?
he
Yeah.
cares.
He just doesn't want to go back to
Saiyans,
hell.
it's Saiyans.
He definitely doesn't want to
for
go back to
sure.
hell.
You got to think though, if he brings back all the other worlds, that's the with Kaba too, and the Saiyan world. So he like,
There's been a theory that's been floated out there.
oh, I don't ever read theories. I'm not about that because I don't like that shit to like
Well, one of them
taint my mind.
revolves around Frieza winning, like we just outlined. Basically, Goku, Jiren double eliminate, and Frieza is still somewhere inbounds, knocked out, not part of the fight, but still there technically in the tournament, so he wins.
And Area 51 is not a lie.
Wow, tons of fun, still conscious. Proud of you.
I was coughing.
Proud of you.
Proud of you. So basically, Frieza undoes the time frame that has been Dragon Ball Super.
Ugh. Sets us back.
Oh, the whole thing
The
Yeah.
whole thing, all a dream.
Yeah,
before he
Resets all that shit.
before he goes to hell.
yeah.
That meta.
Oh, that
Wait,
makes
it's all a
sense.
dream.
Not all a dream. It's all really happened. But he resets time back to when he was alive to try to fucking fight them again.
That seems like a fucking cop
It's called metagaming.
No, it can't
and
end
that's what
like
it
that
is.
because that has like a whole like it's on hiatus, so it's a couple of years. They're just gonna fucking do that to us. Doubt it.
I hope
doubt
not. I really fucking hope
Dude,
not.
I will
called-
fucking
that's just
blow up
bad.
my Xbox and everything with.
That seems
practically-
counterproductive.
No.
Well,
It's called metagaming.
with Super the last few weeks, there's been a few different theories that have been floated out, and we just talked about that one where Frieza kind of undoes everything. And I think that's kind of a cop out and some innocent fucking bullshit kind of deal. Like, if that happens, it makes me not want to watch the next fucking series. However, I came across one really good one this week, and I'm going to use this conversation to fill out for the rest of the time that I'm going to have to edit out of the episode because we've all been so drunk and disorderly this week.
Drinking cider.
The low
So this
standard.
theory came from Puar Rage. That's pure_rage 136 on Twitter. This dude took the time to type out some real thoughtful shit, and I read it and I said, if Dragon Ball Super ends like that, it's a little long, but it is so complete and it wraps up everything so beautifully. I wanted to share it with you guys because I read it and I was like, it would be great.
Mind explosion.
So, Dragon Ball Super final episode theory. Again, this comes from pure_rage 136 on Twitter. After dealing the final blow to a weakened Jiren and winning the Tournament of Power for Universe 7, Goku is gifted the Super Dragon Balls as Universe 11 is wiped from existence. He and Whis step towards Super Shenron to make Goku's wish. Now he can bring back the other universes. Only Daishinkai and Zeno are watching him intently. What if Zeno erases the universe again? What if Whis refuses to make the wish? His head lowered in frustration and remorse, Goku remains still until a voice pierces into his mind. Remember what I can do? Goku turns to Whis in shock and is met with a nod and another message. Now's your chance. Bracing himself, Goku conjures up his wish in his mind, and in a final act of defiance against Zeno, Whis announces it to the Super Shenron in the language of gods. Reverse time by 6,000 tax, which is 48 Earth hours. But retain the memories of that time frame for everyone except Daishinkai and Zeno. So they're turning back time 2 full days for everybody. Everybody retains memories except Zeno and the Grand Priest. The words echo across the world of Void for what seems like an eternity as Super Shenron fails to respond. Suddenly, laughter fills the air. Daishinkan heard the wish and apparates Let me try that again. And apparates right in front of them. Have they lost their chance? A smile crosses his face as he says, "So be it, Son Goku. I will allow it. Don't let this happen again." At that instant, Super Shenron eyes glow red and the Omniverse trembles with a force Goku's never felt. Through the carnage, Goku managed to get a look at the Xenos, their faces vacant and hands raised. Just as they clench their fists, the world of Void goes white and everyone disappears in a flash.
So all the universes remember what happened except for
Xeno and except for the Grand Priest.
Okay.
And they're all back. They're all unerased.
Shit,
But they gotta do
we
the
got
Tournament of
our
Power
asses
again?
handed to
So,
us.
looking down on the 12 universes through his staff, Daishinkan takes notes of the bizarre sights he's seen recently. U2 is in complete unity and love. U3 has up their scientific breakthroughs. U4 is less drowned in deceit. U6 races have established bonds with each other, trading resources, creating a galactic government to protect and govern every planet. Universe 10's Gawasu has found a new Peppy Kaio to be his apprentice. Universe 11's Belmont has stepped down as the High Shinkai to give way to ex-Pride Trooper Toppo, who has promised his universe to use his responsibility as a means to spread righteousness and justice across the world. U7's Shin has started exploring other universes with this ancestor in an attempt to further his knowledge of his role and understand how to effectively create and foster new life in his world. That actually kind of makes a lot of sense.
That's all like love, and
They live in Ribrianne's universe too. They live in unity and love. Universe 7, Kaioshin, he runs around and actually learns more about what it's like to be a Kaioshin, because a Kaio, not a Shin, his name's Shin, because apparently he's the shittiest fucking Kai of all goddamn time. It doesn't know dick about nothing. So he runs around and starts learning some things. Universe 9, which seemed irredeemably wretched just days before, has taken a 180 turn and is on the path of rehabilitation, with 10 celebrity figures being lauded for their teamwork in the battle royale which brought about this revolution. At this, Daishin Khan raises his staff, examines the time axis. Surely enough, it's been tampered with recently. It doesn't take long for him to realize that these are all the lower tier universes, and the truth dawns on him. The two Xenos watch him quizzically. What's wrong? Daishin Kai simply replies in response with a smile. Nothing, my lord. It just seems we may not have to worry about the lower universes after all. So basically, in this dude's theory, they still have the fucking memories of the Universal Tournament of Power arc. Daishin Kai understands that this wish was made, doesn't tell Xeno. Xeno's thinking, I have to erase some universes and make some fucking space. And the Grand Priest is like, actually, these guys aren't being that really shitty to each other right now. Like, Universe 2 is in love. Universe 3 has got this great tech. Universe 9 has got all these great positive figures in it. Universe 7 is growing. Their gods are, learning more about what it is to be a Kai. We don't have to go erase these universes anymore.
No more Control Delete.
I mean, the Control Alt Delete is always going to be a looming threat. But basically, the need for it now, because, all of these things have been changed with all these things that they've learned during the Tournament of Power.
honestly.
What
Like,
about this second Xeno?
dude.
What's going to happen to him?
I mean, second Xeno could play into the end of this, but in this case,
Xeno exists out of time. Where is there even...
you exist at a time! The Hawaiian shirt's awful!
I still don't get
A
that.
year after the Tournament of Power, Goku is back in the marketplace selling his latest harvest. Despite his victory, the events that transpired in the world of Void have left his mark on him. He's trained while farming the fields, though with much less enthusiasm than usual and without letting anyone else see. He's pushed his limits for years to reach this point, but does it matter now? Just then, he gets a call from Bulma. He forgot about Bulla's first birthday party.
Oh my god.
Fuck balls! At the party, Goku was
wait,
greeted
this
by
is
a
the,
number of
still the
sights.
theory.
Piccolo is refereeing a wrestling. This is my favorite part. Piccolo is refereeing a wrestling match between Bulla and Pan. Gohan and Videl show off new Saiyaman poses to the Pilaf gang. Goten and Trunks compare heights. Eventually, he finds Bulma, who's sitting at a table with Vegeta, Jocko, Kaba, and Hit. Kaba and Hit show up to Bulla's birthday party. What do you got, you tons of fun fuck?
I can destroy the universe with my pinky, but I still have to wait in line at the mall.
He looks up to see everyone's amused expressions. Confused, Goku mutters, "Hey, I don't see them here." "We know," Vegeta responds. "Bulma purposely didn't invite them. After all, there's something you'd like to finish, isn't there?" Goku stares, surprised, but is met with a chuckle. "Go on, show him what you've got." Goku looks at everyone. Who each nod in approval. Goku looks at everyone who each nod in approval. Bulma gives him a thumbs up. No longer indecisive, Goku breathes and teleports off Earth. So Goku gets a fucking permission pass to leave the 1-year-old birthday party. To go do what, though?
Dun, dun, dun.
Become a kid again and turn into GT.
Shut the fuck up, Carlton. Goku's feet hit dirt as he arrives at his destination and straightens himself out. He's met with blue pants, purple trees, and pink roads. It hasn't changed a bit. Neither, apparently, is he. Beerus slowly turns around to glance at Goku. For a long time, neither of them budge. Eventually, Goku breaks the silence. "I made you a promise. That's why you spared me the first time, right?" "Indeed. But that wasn't the only reason," Beerus smirked. The sound of a whistle startles them both. "My oh my, I wonder how we'll do this. Well, I suppose I can give this a shot." He flicks a staff, pulling them all into the God Key Chamber. Goku, to Beerus' surprise, barely reacts to the pressure. Ah, that's better. Now I'll get the signal. Get ready. Beerus flares his ki, and Goku is met with a force he's forgotten about over the last year. Goku takes his battle stance, and smoke emits from his body. A familiar glow surrounds him as his eyes turn silver. They stare each other down until, suddenly, they both erupt in laughter. This is it. Whis claps his hands, and they charge at each other. Head on. The end.
Next on Dragon Ball
We erased
GT.
the last 2 fucking days of canon, except all of the achievement, all of the memories are still there, but they basically didn't happen. And we wrap
That's
Super.
a lot to happen. We only have 5 episodes.
That could all and granted, that thing is written out in great fucking detail. Whoever came up with that theory, pure_rage 136, whatever the fuck it's under, it gives a fuck. Dope ass theory. It's very detailed. But
Or
realistically,
they
you could
work for the
flow
company.
through all of what was just said in an anime
like
episode
2
very
episodes,
easily.
probably.
That could be episode 131 super easily. Would it happen though? Will it happen? You think Super's gonna end on a Beerus Goku rematch?
Well, anime is very predictable.
Japanese anime is so weird.
So weird.
Yeah. You think it's
Anime
predictable?
is
That you think it's
very
that predictable?
It is very predictable.
It would be kind of a nice way to wrap it up and put a bow on it.
Could be go the whole other way. Like, what the heck just happened? Now, suddenly Jiren's now the protagonist. What happened?
Yeah, you think we're gonna get a Universe 11 show?
The Universe
They're not
11
that
show.
brave. They're not that fucking brave. I wish they would be that brave because it would be cool to see them take a play like totally out of left field like that. But that'll never happen.
That would be like an episode of like Desperate Housewives.
All right. Yeah.
Anyways,
That's how we wrap. That's how we wrap.
song.
Yeah. No. Desperate Housewives fucking joke to wrap it up, dude. Really? Really? You're not invited back to the Super Bowl next year, you fuck!
Go Patriots.
That's not the song.
Saxy sax solo.
That's sexy sex solo. I'm looking for the Vegeta song.
You've been drinking for like 20 minutes. Where did this come from?
This is the second.
It's
mason
vodka
jar.
and cranberry. It makes
It's in a mason jar. It's
This
classy.
bitch, dude.
I need an umbrella. That's what I need. Oh, furry
unfortunately,
community
I don't
destroyed
think I
it.
know
I can't watch this
what it
now.
is.
Yo, so I feel like I'm mentally lacking. What is this anti-boost?
Yeah, me too.
I need you to explain
All
that.
right, back it up. Everybody
I might
just
not
calm
know
down.
exactly.
First of all, what the fuck is that?
It's that song I was telling you about, the Vegeta song. Perfect, that's exactly the line I was looking for.
Super Bowl show!
I remember this.
Yes.
You can't add it in this. This has to stay the way it is. You can't. I thought you just threw a lit cigarette.
Clearly, this was in the dubbed version, right? Was this in this
It
dubbed or
sounds
the
like you.
subbed?
That really sounds like you.
I feel like it would be in the dub because obviously they speak fucking Japanese in the subs.
I don't even know if that was even in the show.
This is definitely a
That's a
super
rare
dope
song.
Super Bowl party.
Where's that poke out?
You wearing a fucking Hawaiian shirt, man?
I am.
Wish you weren't.
It matches the black that the rest of them are wearing. I was playing Monster
And
Hunter
honestly
World,
matches your fucking.
and the wife
like-
beater just wasn't. It's cold. I had to throw a shirt on, so I grabbed this. What the heck?
Hawaiian shirts are known for their warmth.
I was getting wrecked in Monster Hunter, so it's fine.
So you
liked
needed a
it,
break.
though.
You made it sound
I
like
did.
you were doing me a favor when I fucking pried your ass out of bed.
I got jumped on by some Tyrannosaurus Rex thing and just got wrecked. That's because I played bagpipes.
Tyrannosaurus Rex fucked you up because you played bagpipes.
Bagpipes is support.
All right, Monster Hunter sounds fucking stupid.
No.
No.
It really
It's
is, but it's a lot
fucking
of fun.
sick, but he's making it sound terrible because his.
I am terrible at it.
Cause what? Alicia, you were taking some serious fucking exception with Carlton today. I'm gonna have to ask you to back his shit up.
What do you mean? It's okay. He's not taking offense. This is how I am with all my best gay friends. Are you kidding me? Like,
He's not your gay best
Yeah,
friend.
I
no,
sit
he's
in the
not,
back and
but, like,
support
he's
the group.
cool
Like, yeah, you
about
guys
it.
have fun killing that shit. I'm just gonna
pat
sit
people
here
on the
and
back.
watch.
Too many
Give me
gays.
some buffs and
Yeah, exactly. Like,
you-
like I said,
Hugs and hands.
I'll
Monster
give you
Hunter is
buffs.
good
You
though.
give me items. It's okay.
It is.
So
this is the only words he said.
4
Said many words.
versus 1. Looks like we're gonna get a very 17-based episode
We have
next week.
4
Gang
episodes
bang.
left.
Does that mean 17's out next?
we lose
Gang
one
bang.
fighter an episode? Look
Why do you
like
keep
it.
going back to gangbang? Stop it.
4v1.
This is the first time.
Yeah, anybody
many.
else think it
They're
was
gonna run
strange
train
that
on
in the
Jiren.
preview they only showed 17 Vegeta and Goku versus Jiren?
Yeah, I thought that was
Well,
weird.
They
That-
left Frieza out.
that
Maybe
stylized
Frieza's
shot.
gonna be
I'm
taking
not
a break.
sure. Yeah, I think he'll probably be out for a couple episodes. Maybe it'll
might be.
make you forget it.
Honestly, I
He's
thought
gonna be
Frieza
hiding.
was gonna be
He's gonna hide it out.
after the last
With Goku,
episode.
with Goku.
I thought Frieza was gonna be basically dead on the sidelines, close to dead. And
It's going to be like you said. Remember in the last episode, you said 17 first. All right, so 17 first, and then Vegeta, and I feel like it's going to be Frieza and Goku together.
yeah,
Definitely.
I think
That's
it only
gonna
kind of
have-
makes sense, but it'll have. I mean, can you envision a fight? I mean, we're gonna see it now play out with the 4v1. It's gonna be fucking awesome, but specifically in that 4v1, Goku and Frieza teaming up to fight
Yeah, that's what I'm
Jiren. That's
saying.
gonna be fucking awesome to
It'll be
watch.
lit.
Yeah. Dope as fuck.
Swear.
Do you need
Not
more
gonna
vodka, Carlton?
Oh, I'm out of vodka.
Jingle, jingle.
Sit.
Oh, we're taking a quick.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I'll do
be-
it quickly because you too.
All right, everybody for it.
You gotta pee? This is good. You gotta pee too? You gotta pee now.
I can hold it. I'm good.
In the bathroom.
I can hold it. I'm good.
This kid is
He likes peeing on people anyway. I mean, never mind. He
pee
likes
on
getting
people. I got
peed
peed on.
on. He likes getting peed on.
Chip, chip.
He likes getting peed on.
I don't like getting peed on. It just happened.
He lets it happen.
I've peed on myself a couple times.
Yeah, same.
What?
Just a couple of times. Nothing crazy. It's not like I made a habit out of it.
You saying you pissed your pants or you peed on yourself? Because those are two wildly different things.
You guys heard me right the first time.
Sick.
Yes. The answer is yes.
Good talk.
Chip, chip, chip.
I'm going to pee on you. Yo, I saw R. Kelly live. It was actually sick.
Heard he's a hell of a showman.
that'd be
Dude,
wow.
unreal.
That's so.
Yeah.
That's the start of their pee fetish. Okay.
No, that's not where it started. They lit a bunch of Chinese lanterns.
Of course they
There was
did.
like 1,000 in the sky. It was nuts. And he
And
was
then Asia just came.
sing flirting with the whole front of the audience.
everywhere.
It's dope.
Pee-pee.
Pissed on the audience.
A true saying always sprinkles when he tinkles.
What the fuck?
Wow, he just made
obviously
that
haven't
so
watched as
gay.
many
There's
memes
no
as I have.
gay.
You almost just
saying. I'm
destroyed that
sorry.
table. Back your ass up a little bit more carefully next time.
Gonna do it back. That is.
Yeah. So, like, the drink that I made you is considerably more juice based than the ones that you were drinking.
Aww.
And I was very, like, I'm like, wow, I'm still pouring vodka in here. So, like, you must have drank so much fucking vodka in those
Well,
first
it was
two.
like 50 to 75%.
And then like.
What the fuck is the matter with you? Why are you,
vodka?
why are you the way that you are?
Vodka.
The taste
God, I fucking hate
I like
tastes good.
nothing's
No,
better than the taste of
vodka.
rubbing alcohol going down your throat.
So we got the 4 versus 1 now. I'm still trying to get to the fucking episode, Carlson.
I
We got
know.
the 4 versus 1 now.
My microphone's not stable.
You're not stable.
That's very true.
So stop it.
4 versus 1.
Stop it.
4v1.
You stop it too. Mike, you're cool. Mike, you're cool too. You two though, probation.
Wow.
I didn't do anything.
Grounded.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Y'all in the corner.
Both actually in the corners. My face hurts.
Should we call you Mike and Mike? Who's Ike?
Who's the
No one?
dyke?
Mike and Ike's. Brought to you by. Ow! This episode is brought to you by Mike
Gorilla
and
Glue.
Ike's.
I just threw a fucking batch of
Gorilla
Gorilla Glue.
It sticks to everything.
So it's 4v1.
So 4v1.
Whatever. I've made the cum ramen joke like 4 times. So Frieza and 17 are stepping to Topo, and
no
all of a
cum?
sudden, off in the distance, you see Vegeta and Goku going at Jiren, and that 2-on-1 that's been kind of going on habitually in the background for the last several weeks. And right when you think Vegeta is about to, right when you think 17, what are you doing? Stop flicking your bean. You thought what? You making ramen cum jokes again?
Vegeta coming.
There's no MSG, but
sorry.
it's still salty.
Oh my god.
I honestly
Maybe this whole
never
show was a
tasted
mistake.
salty
Maybe we should
cum
just stop and
before.
try again.
So, yeah.
All right, let's think about what we're doing here.
This is
Gotta let
Cumcast,
it
a show about a
doo-doo.
podcast about cum. No.
Yeah, this is
Carlcast, the podcast about Carlton.
oh man, Carlton, you are so
Dragon Ball Super Dope, brought to you by Ramen Semen.
ramen semen.
Semen flavored
I could
ramen.
go on this joke all day. I'm just waiting for you guys to tire it out. Cum jokes are funny as hell. What do you want me to do with that fucking empty beer? Do you want me to put it somewhere over here?
It's not empty.
You
We're
have to
let's-
drink the last
I-
sip. It's the poop beer.
How old are you?
26. And I don't like the last sip.
The last sip is the poop beer. Don't you remember?
No. Drink the poop.
You have to drink the poop.
Give me that other one. I'll pop it open.
Do you know
you.
the way?
No, stop. No.
Ow.
Of
Who else
the
needs
poop beer.
beers?
I'm good.
It's the way of the poop beer.
Now shove. I almost said shove me your poop.
Oh, boy.
But I'm talking
Next on
about-
Dragon
we got
Ball
one
Super
who's into
Dope,
pink.
Two
Alaska
girls, one
Pipeline.
cup.
Golden shower sketch.
2 girls, 1
The
beer.
Alaskan pipeline.
Alaskan pipeline. Gross. Oh my god.
I just missed this. What happened?
I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it either. I'm glad you just left out. Has no idea what's
Alaskan
going on.
pipeline followed by
Peg?
pigs in the mud.
Oh, pigs in the mud. Okay. I thought you guys just said pegging.
Hot pocket.
All right.
I can't.
I'm glad this isn't actually live. Can you imagine if this was live?
I'd be
It
fine if
should
it was
be.
live.
Unedited. Dragon Ball Super Dope. Unedited.
That'll be something we work towards, but it'll be a live video stream.
Video.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I don't know about that.
Only if I can put on my suit.
No.
Just the head.
You're
Hard
not
pass.
on
No.
anymore.
They
Yeah.
said
No. I will cry.
They said wear your
I will
most
be in a corner
expensive
crying.
suit. They didn't expect this.
We don't need you sticking to the chair, Carlton.
that bad.
There's no SPH. I'm sorry.
Anywho, baby
Anyway.
boo boo.
Honey Boo Boo, you got that go-go drink?
I am the prince of science.
It's like Red Bull.
So
and
that changes
juice.
your theories up a little bit, right?
Let me try to bring it back. I gotta
Okay.
cut so much of that. You're
Yeah.
talking about your smelly ass fursuits or whatever the fuck it is you do
It's
on the
not
weekends.
smelly. I keep it clean.
How? What? Free breathing it?
OxyClean.
Wow, look, good verse.
Cheers out of it, Carl.
Wow, throw me under the bus. That's talking about fox. Doesn't mean I'm a hoe. Kinda.